This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
It's the Coaster Crew.
Oh my God, that was so much fun!
Right now, we're joined by Brent Young from Super 78, but most of you guys probably know him from Season Pass Podcast.
Hey everybody, how you
Hi,
doing?
Doug. Doug's probably watching this one.
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Now, before we go any further, we have to mention that we're probably not at the Expo Center right now.
We're probably not at the Expo Center?
No.
No, we're probably not. You know, well, I mean, if you could just pan out real quick, camera guy, and get some of the... We're at the Peabody Hotel, which we just got done watching the March of the Ducks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always fun. Well, you know, the
What we need to do is put a leash on our camera guy, because half the time we don't even know where he goes.
He might never come back.
camera guy. Can you hear us? Here he comes, here he comes. Well, yeah, the Peabody is, for those of you who need a little context, it's kind of the high-end hotel here in the complex in the convention center. And it's kind of where a lot of business is done.
We've seen some Imagineers walk through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
which are
Mark
important people.
Woodbury is right over there in the
Head from Universal Creative.
Yeah, head of Universal Creative.
Big dog.
We need to hang out with him more often.
Yeah.
Doug, what are you doing? You're holding out on us.
Yeah, I can point guys out and people out as they walk by. But yeah, there's a couple of functions tonight here in the hotel. Nickelodeon's doing a little appreciation party for their partners, and I think that's kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit about what Nickelodeon's doing this year. So, and we're pretty excited.
And what you're doing for Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Yes, because life wouldn't be complete without a pickle. So
That's right.
from the original film, I don't know what's in the new film.
No pickles in the new. It's all about jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
And they're going to retire the old film. They're gonna,
It's had a good run. I mean,
it is the most popular 4D film of all time.
Wow.
And so to kind of follow that with a new 4D film that we're having to produce, it's, those are big shoes to fill. And our friends Yas Takata and the guys over at Blur who did the original one did a fantastic job. And now we've been tasked to do an all-new SpongeBob 4D film with a brand new look and a brand new style that is no longer a toon-shaded look of SpongeBob, but something very, very different. I don't know if you guys saw over at Cimex there's a little clip of...
We have not seen the clip yet.
We'll have to go over there and check that out tomorrow.
We've seen the booth many times, and we kept saying, well, we're going to talk to Brent. We'll talk to him over there, so we never got a chance to really explore yet. But now that we're doing this in the Peabody lobby instead of the fancy...
this is the fancy
Expo
schmancy.
show,
That's why we're all,
Absolutely.
ties.
The legend brought up a good point. This is probably the one day out of the year that we actually
fit in here at the Peabody.
Be in the lobby of the Peabody. The rest of the time we're in jeans and ripped up T-shirts, poster T-shirts.
Yep.
Oh, hold on one second.
Oh.
Can we take a...
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shadon.
This is not that we were going to say this might be the first podcast where we were actually drinking during, but it's not because we were drinking in an earlier one this week.
Yes.
Well, cheers, guys. This is to the folks at SpongeBob and at Nickelodeon. They've been awesome partners, and like I said, they're having a little appreciation party tonight for the partners, and so all the folks that over at Blackpool who have the Blackpool.
Did they open their land this year? Didn't they?
Their land open. They'll be there. The people of
Mall of America. I love that park.
Yeah.
I grew up in Minnesota, so having the Mall of America, the Park of MOA, it was before that Camp Snoopy, so it was Snoopy themed. But really, it's really a lot more branded or better branded now that it has the Nick characters. So I always thought that worked out well, and the rides are great too.
Yeah. No, they're great. I mean, everybody at Nickelodeon Recreations is just a blast to work with. But I mean, the movie's awesome. It's going to be just a dynamite attraction. It's
and I'm sure we'll probably see it everywhere.
You will see it everywhere. and actually, it's the original one, which is 4.5 minutes. They put into 4D theaters, but originally it was a simulator attraction, right? And it was for Paramount Parks exclusively for their simulators. But now we're really tailoring this to the 4D and less to the simulator, though we still have simulator moments. And actually, the way that we built this film is that you can pull out the non-simulator moments and kind of shove it all together and make
very smart.
a simulator film.
Okay.
So we've done that as kind of, that's something new that we've done. And then the front end 4D moment becomes the pre-show and sets up the story, and then you can do the simulator. Then the other thing that we've done is we've added multiple scenes, so when you see the movie, you are not always seeing the same.
That's fantastic. We love that.
People coming back
Yes.
and watching over and
Right,
over again.
so
I
that's
know-
repeatability.
I know, like something like Star Tours, I could go on
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
all the time.
And Star Tours, has, because of their, super big budgets, they can do this elaborate branching system with multiple, storyline.
Pairing them together.
We've taken that idea, which I think is great. And actually, we employed that same idea back years ago in New Orleans at an attraction we did called Awards Night, which it was a capacity issue. They said on really heavy days, we don't have the queuing space for all these things, so what do we do? And so we gave them an alternate programming of the show, and we just made it so one scene could come out, and then the
Makes sense.
it would make a shorter show, and then you could get more repeatability or faster throughput. So we've done that with this, and then we've also added these extra scenes. So when you come see the show, you might see SpongeBob going somewhere, and then you might be going somewhere else. So, and I can't give it away because it's part of the what I want everybody to see. But the neat thing that iWorks has done is that they're doing specific in-theater effects that aren't, just the leg gags and the, neck gags. It's specific to this film, specific to each one of these new scenes that we're putting in. So there's going to be, if you watch it once, there's going to be an environment, and there's going to be in-theater gags that go along with just that scene. You watch it again, and there'll be another thing with your gags, just that scene. So
Good.
we're
That
pretty
sounds
excited.
really
about
awesome.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well, now you're here at the expo. You're running around. Have you seen anything that just sticks out to you as one of those eye-popping?
it. I have been telling everybody on the
Okay.
floor.
All
I've
right.
been dragging them over to
Okay.
something that I feel is completely unique and compelling, and it is the glass wash.
Oh, everybody's been talking about.
It is.
We're gonna have to.
No,
we're gonna
with
have
it-
to stop and-
I'm
Who
telling
was it
you,
that told us earlier about it?
It was Martin Palicki.
Martin Palicki.
Martin Palicki.
Yep.
I told Martin. I said,
So you're the one that started it.
Martin, you have to, because he wears glasses. and
All
he
the
wasn't
time.
Feeling good. He's like,
That's right. That's why we haven't interviewed him yet, because he's like, don't come over to my booth, not till Friday.
can't speak. And so I'm like, Martin, you got to go see something. You got to go see this glass cleaner. So he went over there today with Judith Rubin, and he's like, that's the most amazing thing. I love it. What's amazing? You put this thing on, you take your glass, you put it in this kind of wash machine. It's all high tech and carbon fibered out, and it looks like the future. And then this plexiglass thing comes in front of it, and then these jet washers come down and do a full high pressure wash of your glasses, and then they rotate around, and these little nozzles come down and dry them off
I've
for
never-
$1. I'm like,
I've never worn glasses before, so I guess I just never.
Oh, I do.
and for sunglasses too. See, so that's the amazing thing.
Wow.
So anyone, I think it's called optic wash or optic wash.
Me and Drew walked by there earlier, so that's tomorrow. We're gonna put them on the list. We got to talk to them.
Yeah, you got to. You
Yeah.
got to.
I will say Brent sent us.
Yeah.
Or Martin Palicki, one of the
Yes.
two.
Yeah.
We're
It-
gonna
it
get to
was
the bottom. We're gonna talk to Martin and say who told who. What came first.
And of course that's so obscure for what we do, but I'll say one of the neatest things that I've seen obviously is the new vehicle that Oceaneering has made for
The SeaWorld?
SeaWorld
Yeah.
attraction, which is really cool. And they actually are marketing that outside of SeaWorld. They own all of that technology, so it's not just for SeaWorld. You're going to see that in other attractions. So the possibilities are kind of endless when you have trackless vehicles like that. And what's really neat is those vehicles can kind of dock onto the load station. People can go in, load the vehicle if you've got handicapped or whatever. The one vehicle can pass the other,
okay.
and
Smart.
so
Yeah.
it's a smart vehicle. So it doesn't hold up the capacity of the ride. So
Which is needed. So
Yeah.
it's very much needed, and it's got extraordinary onboard audio and motion. I think the only thing that it doesn't have is the ability of heave. That's the only motion that it doesn't have. But I'm pretty excited to see what people are going to do with that vehicle.
Now, it's funny because the big thing that Brent thinks is the big thing on the floor is something that washes your glasses. Yeah. You want to know what I think the big thing on the floor is?
What is the big thing on the floor?
We interviewed him earlier. It's called Rock Top. It's,
Rock Top, okay.
A place that makes food holders that sit on top of your cup. So if you get a soda at the amusement park, or at a movie theater,
or at a party,
there you go. And then they give you the nacho holder, or the hot dog holder, or pretzel holder, or Dippin' Dots holder.
Right.
And you just put it right on the cup. The straw goes through the middle of it, so then you can walk, eat.
Have two hands.
You could get 2 combo meals. It's brilliant.
Us Americans.
The biggest things are the smallest.
I know, and it's kind of funny because
That and trackless dark rides.
And
trackless
dark
rides. What about you?
I like trackless dark rides as well. I love the ETF booth, what those guys did.
Right.
That looked really cool. And also what we saw at Alterface, what they were doing with some of their projection stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I think the industry is really booming right now. There's a lot of people that are interested in media-based attractions around the world, which I love because that's what we do. And I'd love to see more of the regional parks, the Six Flags, the guys here start embracing some of the media-based attractions that we're promoting that we see around the world. They shouldn't let the Transformers steal all the thunder and do all that.
Even though I can't wait for it.
Yeah, Six Flags certainly could do something like that at a price point that fits the Six Flags budget. I feel they've got a lot of coaster people over there, and they need to widen out that portfolio and add some different attractions and some family attractions. So I'm hoping that Six and Cedar Fair and you guys start looking at dark rides again, because everybody loves dark rides, right?
Yeah, my favorites.
Who doesn't, right? It's everybody's favorite ride is the dark ride.
Yep.
So please, guys, do it.
We need to give Brent some more money.
Yeah.
Keep me working. That's so we can keep the season pass on.
There we go.
Drew behind the camera was just talking earlier about how like Cedar Point doesn't have a good dark ride, and all these parks. Some of them have the Sally Shooter dark rides and stuff like that. And those are great, but even Cedar Point, they don't have anything. They don't
No.
have anything. So. Yeah. We're looking at that, just the movie theater dark ride, where it just turns and just gives you a different screen and scene at every screen. So
yeah,
but
there you go. Yeah, like I said, around the world, people in Asia have really embraced media-based attractions, even on a regional park level. So when you go to regional parks, there are dark rides with media incorporated, and a lot of 4D, a lot of big kind of T2 3D attractions that you'll see over there that you've never heard of, but that are of that scale and incorporate electronics and lighting and live actors and all that stuff. I mean, that's kind of regional park level stuff here, and we just don't get that at the regional park level. We only get that kind of at the destination park. So.
All right, well, this is not the Season Pass podcast, so we've already gone over our 15 minutes. So, but we don't want to keep you. You got parties to get to and stuff. So thank you very much.
Now, in case any of our listeners don't know, where can they find Season Pass?
Well, it's seasonpasspodcast.com. That is, no, I was going to try to do my best Doug Barnes.
Come on, do it.
I can't do it, no. Not on the spot. A little later, maybe after another glass of wine.
Drink up.
Yeah. Then I'll say, have a thrilling week.